All set to go on a picturesque, snowy December day. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ball.
Ball.
Football.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. All right.
They'll start this one out with Hall. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
This is pulled in by Nicole Hardman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 38 out of the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, Go.
Hall running between the tackles. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A pistol snap. Fields escapes the pocket. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds a little short of the 10. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Dropping back to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Hey, 551. Here we go, son.
They start the drive with Hall. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Don't jump. Ready?
From midfield on 2nd down. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm sure coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll go right side with Hall. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Christian Barmore with the play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go, side.
The give on 2nd to Hall. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down give to Hall. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. Offense in the hurry up here. Fields now on 4th. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Looking to tack on the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for them on that point after. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up 2nd down. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing now from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. All right, time to get this second quarter going. The Patriots set up inside the red zone. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Patriots can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10.
Here we go. I'm good. Right.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Sit high.
Here's Hall once more. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hey, going out right here. Here we go. Right.
They go right back to Hall. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 4. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Right.
First down throw for Fields. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You got a mini baby. Why not? Go.
From the gun, it's Hall. He's got a gain of 6 there. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, can. Right.
2nd and 4. He's on the move. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Getting out to his left. And they take this in for the score. The Jets take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 34. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 2. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll throw it again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has the New England touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Patriots tie things up at 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Fields on 1st down. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Go.
Now Fields. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd.
Here we go. Tonight.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. Rolling left, buying some time. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Scooped up by the Patriots.
There are so many fundamental details to play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Throwing now, following the turnover. He'll get this to Henry. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 46. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. A lot of grass ahead. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Henry on the catch. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
From the red zone now. The back grabs it. Touchdown, New England. Extra point attempt coming up. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
They start the half with a give to Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stops. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Walker going to motion over right. 1st down throw for Fields. Flush down out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get there to touch him down, Bronco. Big gain on that play.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up for 2nd and short.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he'll go down shy of the end zone and mark him at the 4. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Mayday. Here we go.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Right.
Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Go.
Going power with a big tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Alpha. Here we go, son. Tonight.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
A 3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
Tonight.
Back to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Jets grow their lead to 8. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Dobbins on 1st and goal. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know, you got...
And he has the New England touchdown! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
So the Patriots leaving the offense out there. Look at this. They want 2 more here.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Mecole Hardman now on the return. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
A pistol snap. Fields headed out right. He's on the move. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Angel. Right.
Hall running between the tackles. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Working quickly here. Fields out of the gun. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's stopped cold at the spot. We will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Here we go. 11. All right.
This is Hall. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
Here we go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is different than the game I played. That's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look at the big guys up front saying, give me a push, and I'll do the rest.
Throwing out to the left, Kupp. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the 24. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Buys. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And this one does not go far. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Chased out to his right. That's cut beyond the marker. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Patriots down by only 3. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Jets make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They start the drive with Hall. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Extend. Right.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Connects on the crosser. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go, son. Right.
They run. Here's Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out.